On this channel, I have analyzed some of the world's best Valorant teams. Whether I'm breaking down insane strategies, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs team comps, or dumb mistakes from your favorite pros, one thing remains true. I study only the best players on Earth. But what if we flip that and broke down an iron game? Are the players all Smurfs? Stupid? Or are they just people who don't play TAC FPSs? And if they are, good for them. Killing into this every game sucks. What are iron lobbies like? Well, join me as I explore the trenches of Valorant Ranked and uncover what lies at rock bottom of the competitive leaderboard. I have gotten so sick and tired of players making the same stupid mistakes that I've decided to partner with former world champion Screwface to launch our own bootcamp for aspiring pros at Top Frag, which includes a free community that anyone can join. We host about 7 calls a week in the Discord covering 3 topics: Valorant, aim, and performance coaching. These sessions are led by Tier 1 and Tier 2 professionals to ensure quality. All of that is free and always will be. But if you're Iron through Ascendant and are serious about ranking up fast, we've also built a rigorous program called the Invitational. Here, you get 2 one-on-one onboarding calls, a strategy session with a pro coach, and a personalized practice schedule. We also pay you to get better! I'm talking $75 skin bundle prizes for our biggest rank ups. But there's only 100 seats, so you need to move fast as they're filling up quick. So use my code Teets to get $50 off sign up and your entire first month for free. Just don't tell Screwface that I'm doing that. Don't you want to get better at Valorant? Click the link in the description. My favorite thing about these low ranks is that you don't see the same 5 agents being played almost every game. I feel like every ranked match features the same 5 agents: Jet, Reyna, Clove, Chamber, and then a Sova or Fade. It is so boring. I mean, I get it, it's ranked, and you don't want to rely on nose-picking Timmy to set up a play with you. But doesn't this get bland after a while? I mean, go play Counter-Strike if you don't want to use abilities. Here, we have 9 different agents, but we need to come up with teams. The defense, I'm going to dub the Nut Jobs, because Super Squirl's a sick name. And for the attackers? Well, my girlfriend Jess is playing KO, and she's literally the #1 KO fan in the world. Why? I don't know, but he is pretty cool. So we're gonna name the attackers KFC, the KO Fan Club. Now, before we go any further, we have to understand that these are Iron players. We can't necessarily flame or yell at these guys for making mistakes, because that's why they're in this rank. So despite the abomination that we're about to witness, we have to try and keep our cool. It's pissed around, and it looks like KFC are going B. Let's listen in on their comms.
Oh, this is gonna be
amazing. I do wonder.
But like, our main man is KO, is that right?
Yeah, Iron 1, I'm saying.
They sound excited. And now the defense? They have 2 people fighting B, 1 in mid, and 2 players in spawn, ready to rotate to either side quickly. And now that's smart. The game begins with Jess flinging her knife into elbow to make sure no one's insta-ghost mudded up in the first second of the game. Omen smokes. But Reyna hears the attackers. Reyna's leaders are good at isolating 1v1 duels or scaling, and not so much swinging the entire offense at the same time. I mean, at least give the near side a chance to bloom, no? But with her teammate dying, Fade makes the business decision to get off site and play retake with her team, and doesn't even attempt at evening the odds. But look at how the offense are moving! I think they're pushing spawn!
Not my preferred pick, but sure. Okay, we're doubling up the fight.
That's fine.
Okay, we're inspecting the ground. It's very nice, though. Okay, we got the kill. We got the kill.
Don't judge too hard.
Last player standing.
I know this is
When you're getting ready to retake, there really isn't anything to do besides sit there and look at your crosshair. Instead, Fade just stood out in the open and not behind cover and fed the offense. Neon didn't even slide. But something's a little too confident about this ISO. Is he smurfing? The nut jobs were supposed to save after losing pistol, but didn't. After losing pistol round, you usually want to save your money so that the following round you can buy up and start winning rounds as soon as possible. But if you win pistol, you should spend all of your money to secure that second round and go up to 0. It's just how Valorant works. But half buying here while some of your team saves is devastating. So on round 2, ISO ran it down with a Vandal because no one was there to contest him on B. He literally held down his W key the entire time. Is this a smurf or just a confident duelist?
The reaction time. Oh, there's an enemy, guys. There's an enemy.
Last player standing. Flawless.
Even if your teammates are running into the enemy spawn and dying, just still stay close and try to trade out her teammates. It is better to do the wrong play together than the right play separately. Now that brings us to what should be Nutjob's first full buy, but instead they have this. While the offense are on their bonus. B's been working for them, so they're hitting it again, but ISO he's looking mid. I mean, honestly, it's not the worst play. I mean, everyone in ranked over-rotates at the sound of a single footstep anyway. Meaning, if ISO told his team to fake B so he can pick off rotators and they all come back to A, then it isn't that troll. Editor, play the comms. Nice. And the defense's Brimstone is starting in spawn. Jokester, is this a joke to you? When playing as controllers with limited range on their smokes, it isn't a bad idea to start mid so you can reach both sides, but not like this. The defense are just giving up A! Whatever. The round starts with an instant smoke from Omen, just flings her knife to prevent a walkdown from ramp, while Fade unintentionally times one of the best haunts I've seen in a while. By timing your scan to bloom right as an enemy turns a corner, they won't have any time to shoot it and they'll get pinged. But pick your poison. Wait it out, or swing, break it, and give away your location. Fade scanned 4, and this is enough to convince Sage to sprint and rotate through vents. But does she expect ISO? Focusing. My ult is ready. ISO's bit off more than he can chew, and the Smurf's been traded. Now, while that was happening, Neon and Reyna have an exchanging gunfire, the later being ADS'd with a Spectre from this far? Who wins the Battle of the Brain Dead? Wow, imagine if Neon bought a rifle this round. With that kill confirmed, Reyna decides to sit on the open end, heal, and risks losing that player advantage. Eventually she drops back to join the rest of her team who's just gotten here. But a Reyna player wouldn't be a Reyna player if they just stopped swinging. So this guy peeks out from backside to see Omen aura farming. His stance is so potent that it jump scares Reyna. Both teams are at a stalemate, but the defense have over-rotated. 2/3 of the map are empty with over a minute left. The next move for the attackers should be to completely stop making noise and hope that the defense are convinced that they've left or have found a lurk somewhere. Which, for a few seconds, it looks like they're doing. Until Omen catches a bad case of happy feet and starts dancing with his flash while no one's holding his ramp for him.
What is that blind? Why is that? Please push in.
Why is Reyna so obsessed with taking these long-range fights with an SMG while up a player? She has to be the dumbest person on this team.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay, I take that back. This once easy round for the defense has turned into a 1 versus 2 favoring the attackers. And with Brim at 1 HP, the offense confidently make their way up ramp.
What gun was that? What gun was that?
One enemy remaining.
See, now if you didn't trade that guy, you're gonna sleep on the couch. Okay, I think that this is the closest thing that we're getting to a full buy. And I'm pretty sure that ISO is smurfing, but like from gold. I mean, the skill disparity isn't that big, so if you do get a smurf in your game, please stop complaining and just try your best. That's how you get better. Now in this round, you're gonna find out that sometimes the beauty of Valorant happens by accident, making irons look like pros. KFC are leaning towards B, while their duelists are lurking. Duelists aren't good lurk agents. They can do it, but agents with global utility like controllers and sentinels are way better suited at this job since they can help their team without being there, or their abilities aren't as necessary to hit sites. The round starts with the offense smoking heaven and running up B main, and the defense darting mid. Fade responds to this noise by haunting on ramp, while the attackers rip a not-so-bad dart. It scans Reyna, but she doesn't care. You feel better now? You got that out of your system? Well, the offense don't feel comfortable going without their duelist leading the charge, but the defense are over-rotating again. They're going to run into the Smurf. But is ISO ready for Sage's sick moves?
Very box.
Stand down.
Yeah, I don't think ISO's as good. He's probably a gold player who got bored and bought an account. But because noise was created on B and mid, Neon thinks that this is her best chance to lurk up A. And her team might need it. The rest of them have been seized and smoked off. KFC recognize the space Neon's made and start backing off, but their Omen teleports across danger on his own? Why? And then he just starts planting in this cubby, a spot that his teammates can't contest. The defense's Brimstone can't believe that he's hearing the spike right now and aims his molly right for back sight, ready to trap the planner in. Hopefully he doesn't get swung.
Spike planted. Omen killed. Last player standing.
Was that a Molly slow combo to cook Omen alive? What the, are these the nut jobs or Na'Vi? Then the rest of KFC were cooked with this plant, but why didn't they go to Neon? Surely she was telling her team to come back to her, right? Round 5 was horrible. Omen is still insta-smoking heaven as soon as the round starts, and then Reyna and Sova did this.
One in spawn. All good.
Brim, I guess, tried his best after getting caught in ISO's kill contract, and worst of all, Fade went AFK to go grab her DoorDash order or something. These past 10 seconds sums up your typical Iron game. Now it's time for another full buy for both teams. Kind of. Reyna, what are you doing? Well, the offense don't know it, but it looks like their plan is to make a ton of noise B in mid before returning back to their Omen on A. While the defense barely make it out of their own spawn before the barriers drop. Then Omen insta-smokes Evan. Like, who's gonna use this smoke? Then Jess swings trying to cross-map tomahawk someone like she's playing Call of Duty, while ISO swings with his op.
I mean, just off he get one.
While those two kills went down, Omen's been pressuring A with the smokes, and Sova's reconned heaven. Commotion has been created up every lane, and KFC are ahead by 2 kills. All they have to do now is group up, trade out, and they'll win. Watch the map over the course of the next few seconds, and you'll see that both ISO and KO regroup to go B. But, Omen, are you coming?
Go, go, go. You blinked.
Your team has all of B, Omen. Like, dude, go B! And Neon, why are you dry swinging spawn on your own? You just gave Sage your res! While Omen's solo planting on A, Nutjob Sentinel has turned toward mid, past her horrible Reyna, and eventually picks up Sova. But that doesn't stop Omen from planting or Jess from running it down to the spawn. No command active. Quick, let's dive into the mind of an Iron player.
So, your teammates are on A, and they planted the spike, and they're all in this area.
Okay.
So why did you push spawn with your ult?
I don't know, I'm stupid.
Well, it's taking Brimstone off guard. But the problem is that she's too far from the spike. Omen's pushing spawn, and the spike isn't planted for ISO or Sova.
Oh.
The nutjobs might be down a player, but Sage has her wall active. She can protect the diffuser. This looks like a job for Super Squirl.
Pretty good.
One enemy remaining.
If only
Based off last round, looking at pre-round setups in this rank is kind of useless. Like Reyna this round is tired of playing back and wants to take the attack to the attackers, which makes sense. Her kit is naturally built for taking duels and playing in hard to punish off angles. But this is Iron. How do Reynas take fights in this rank? Well, she starts by running through her own brim smoke.
In sight.
The problem with running at the offense is that they can hear you, and giving your position away in any duel is never a good idea, especially when your Brimstone is trying to bait for you or provide cover with this smoke. In the meantime, Super Squirrel has burst through vents prepared to fight crime, charging down mid. But neither KO or Neon hear her. Instead, Sova is dry ulting Fade on B. Like, she didn't even get pinged by his dart, he is just ulting. And Jess whips a perfect pixel total flash into elbow, blinding the shit out of her Neon, and then dies to top mid. Okay, I'm gonna be sleeping on the couch for this one. Then after all that commotion on B, Fade and Sova just swing into each other. I'm telling you, people just do whatever they feel like in this rank. There's absolutely no thinking, sometimes. I don't know, because since KO just died, Brimstone thinks mid's clear, but then dies to Neon. Not really his fault. Now look at Sage. She's made it behind enemy lines. But is going B? Why? Your Fade sees and hears no one else. She then decides to sprint through spawn, but then knife out walk towards elbow once Neon and Fade exchange looks. Like, take your gun out and get ready to trade. I know knives cost $1 billion in this game and are really cool, but your rifle needs to be out.
I'll bang the box. I'll bang it. I dare you. I'll bang it.
Got one. My ult's ready.
Did she forget how to ride the rope?
Last player standing.
Made a noise. And the Neon is brain dead.
Wait, he doesn't
We
hear.
tend to dust.
Like, Neon, are you listening to music? Super Squirrel is running right behind you! Not that it really matters, because these two just walked on the side and planted for free. Fumbling this round should be impossible, right?
Here.
Last player player standing.
I never thought in the history of this channel I would have to explain why sitting in spawn is so bad for you. Doing so immediately concedes so much map control for your team. Like, as this round starting, Sage and Reyna have just finished E-sexting and the offense are going B. The KFC don't know it, but they could knife out, take site, and it would be the right play. I mean, that's essentially what happens. ISO and Omen pressure mid with a fish smoke, while the rest of the team hits B behind a recon that clears the middle of the open, and just his knife that clears back sight. Now, as the attackers scale up, Reyna still hasn't moved. And O'Nean starts planting B, Reyna goes A. Like, what? Isn't this ranked competitive? Why queue a match if you're going to be sucking your own ass and spawn half the time? The offense are setting up in the pros plant, while the defense are just now getting off A. At the very least, Sage is holding spawn for her team, waiting for an over-aggress from the offense. But as Sova and Brim were making their way over, they saw ISO's ass. So Rona decides to rip their 60-second recharge recon dart into elbow, which tags Kazooie, but he activates his aimbot, breaking the scan. Wow, beating aim like that, and nutjobs have a rough retake out of them, but their hero kicks things off.
Drops, chase, hits, jet, hits.
Headshot.
Super Squirl is nuts! She bagged 2 kills to make up for Omen's op and elbow and the gold smurf's op. She now has a res, piling on 2 more big retake ults and a round-the-world flank, and the nutjob should have this round in the bag. Sage swings out, and Matrix dodges the op shot. ISO repeaks like the hard-stuck crybaby he is, but forgets to check his flank. He's probably flaming his teammates in voice chat because it's never his own fault that he can't rank up. In the meantime, Super Squirl has wrapped sight and has started defusing. But this pressure has gotten to King Julian's head, and he's thrown himself off the cliff, leaving aimbot Omen all on his own.
That happens. That happens.
And the defense secure the round.
All right. No one's starting in spawn. I call that an improvement. And the defensive setup isn't bad either. These two are bunkering down B. Reyna's playing mid, where she can abuse the range of her leers, and Sova and Brim are in position to anchor A or shift and help Reyna. Then the offense are going B. Well, I don't know, neon goons behind this bush. Round 9 begins with the offense bursting through B main behind ISO's random kill contract. But with a Sova on your team, what do you want to make sure that you land your ult? Why just rip it dry? Regardless, there's an Amber Alert out for Super Squirrel. Sova's recon still sucks ass, but Mrs. Hyde is waiting patiently on danger. Now, if she was playing an agent like Waylay, Jed, or Yoru, sure, this play isn't that bad, and you might be able to survive if you have cracked enough mechanics. But with Fade, surely she gets traded, right? Well, ISO secured the first blood, while Jess has confirmed that the defense isn't going to flood out of heaven, but there's still a lot of sites to clear before we start flinging util at spawn. KFC are funneling up ramp, and Reyna is on a hot flank down mid. Can she and Fade sandwich the attackers?
Ace. Get the ace.
Oh.
Enemy down.
Mrs. Hyde and Yoros have created a spicy chicken sandwich. But what are the attackers doing? ISO's pushing spawn after not clearing back sight. I mean, someone could be, you know, behind those boxes or under bridge. And Neon has just started moving out from behind this bush. And Omen says, "F it," and has started planning. Mrs. Hyde realizes that with ISO and spawn and Neon nowhere to be found, she has to make a play. So Fade unleashes her Nightfall, which has Omen panicked. Does he peek left or right? Well, Hyde sends out a Prowler that flies up ramp, distracting Omen for a second, allowing Fade to blindside him. The spike is free for defusing. Neon is sprinting through the map to try and get there to stop her, and ISO is doubling back from spawn. Can KFC stop the defuse and win this 2 versus 1?
Fall off the map, Neon.
Gotta go.
Do it.
They hear it.
Def.
Last player standing.
Big block. Big block.
After I just praised you guys for having a decent setup, you guys go stupid for the next 2 rounds. On round 10, there was a 6-person deathmatch in mid.
Nice knife. Jesus. 3 deep stop it. What are you doing?
Mid-fight, mid-fight. Did you get the pick?
The defense came out on top, but instead of playing back for the round win, most of the defenders just held W.
Die.
thank God for Super Squirrel. That trade has given her res, and she protects it by swinging out into the attacker's spawn. Back against the wall, FloJ has no other choice but to pull out his recon and give Reyna a penis. Then the next round went the same way. A 6-person brawl in mid, and these two went A and didn't even clear sight. Sova just walked up and planted. Even after Neon and Brimstone exchanged dirty looks, that didn't stop FloJ from planning, despite not having a heaven smoke. Whatever, the offense ended up winning their duel so convincingly that Omen decided to go walk his dog while his team closed out the round. But why are we fighting mid this hard? The whole point of this map is to heavy focus on sites, while mid is kind of like an alternative option. That's why rotation times are so long, and mid is as tall as Shaq. Anywho, that brings us to the final round of the half, where the offense are gearing up for one final B hit, while the defense are ready for another big mid fight with Sage's shiny new WAP. Wait, how come no one bought her an extra gun? Now, hold on. Why isn't Omen showing up on the minimap? But he's AFK! Can Fade hold her own with the offense missing smokes? I mean, the dude smokes way too early anyway. The barriers fall, and the offense run up behind their smurf. He rips another piss-poor kill contract. Like, why not at least aim it to hit back sight? Then your team would at least know that it's clear. Whatever. He hits Fade while KO and Sova basically clear the same area. But as the defense are rotating, Mrs. Hyde goes down! Nutjobs need their hero one last time.
Eliminate.
Pinned down by an op, Jess decides to try and distract the sniper with a molly instead of one of her flashes. But it's no use. Super Squirrel is still on the line. So ISO sends out his barrier.
Stopping fire.
This guy can't even stand still when he's trying to shoot orbs. Don't play in a smurf, guys. Just try and get better. Like a moth to a flame, ISO starts running into spawn while Jess knows she's pinned down by the op. If only she had something to move his crosshair. Quick, tell me in the comments if Jess has anything to break this op's crosshair placement.
By a hair?
Let him Def.
So you just do that?
The spike's on the ground and you bet your ass ISO isn't doubling back to grab it.
Oh yeah.
Spike down B.
Okay, now that he scratched that itch, now it's time to go get the spike. And now as he's doing that, the defense are being cautious, knowing that ISO doesn't stop pushing. It's this conditioning that buys him the time and space to plant, but the defense have 2 ults to stop the defuse. Brim pops his orbital strike to force him out into the open, but FloJ whiffs, and then burns a Harness Fury to make ISO space.
One enemy remaining. One enemy remaining.
Get one.
Awesome defuse.
Oh.
Nice try, kid.
Honestly, these irons don't look that much different from the Radiants we saw in Temid's game. If you don't believe me, then watch that video.